What is going on, guys? It is your boy Grave here, and today we will be talking about episode 17 of Kamen Rider Revice. And as always, let's get right into it. So the episode starts off with Phoenix continuing to examine the Gifu statue, right? Katka suggests that maybe they should destroy the Gifu statue. Now, normally I would think this is a good idea because you don't know what this is, but they don't know that 3 of the gift texts are in there. But the director of Phoenix, Akaishi Hideo, I think that's his name, he was completely against the idea, saying that they need to eliminate the rest of the dead mans, Aguilera, Julio, and Olteca first. Now when this guy was introduced, I immediately thought this man was going to be a villain, because he had that look on. Going back to Aguilera and Julio, they're standing on top of the rooftop. Julio expressing his hatred for Olteca, outing himself to be a traitor, as Olteca himself is talking to a cult member in order to gather other cult members. Meanwhile, Sakura is talking to her mother, remembering that long basement from last episode, asking, hey, is it normal to have a basement with a long staircase? And her mom's gonna know that's not normal at all. As they're discussing, a man walks in asking for help while pointing at the TV who's showing Julio. And he's explaining that his name's not actually Julio, it's actually Hamaki Go. Back at the Phoenix base, Katka orders the men to continue their search for the 3 remaining dead men as he continues to cough. Daiji, knowing what's up, asks what's wrong, but George says it's probably because he's overworking himself, while Katka brushes it off, telling Daiji not to worry, as Iki walks in, and he's wanting to ask George if there's any way to save the Phase 3 dead man since he failed to free them from their demons 3 times already. George says he's currently working on a new stamp that may be able to help him, but if he messes up, he will quote-unquote burn in the flames of hell. That's a little extreme there, George. God damn, that's a good selling pitch. Iki and Vice enter this virtual training simulation so they can train in using the new stamp, which, in the process, they have to fight a virtual replica of Revi. While Sakura and the man from earlier, his name is Yosuke, they talk about Julio, who used to be friends, and it turns out Julio was this big nerd who was playing these card games, who was constantly getting bullied, hearing this, oh my god, this man's me! Julio's me, holy crap! But anyway, back in the training room, Iki and Vice managed to defeat the digital Revi, only for Vice to freeze up due to them not being in sync. Another Revi shows up and it's easily defeated by them, but this time Iki catches on fire. Which kind of already sets the standard what this new stamp is. Vice is going to be using ice while Iki is going to be more fire. Okay, back at high school, Yosuke and Sakura talk more about Julio, with Yosuke explaining that he was ordered by the bullies to basically backstab Julio right in front of him, and that caused a rift in their friendship. He then pleads to Sakura again to help him, which she accepts. Daiji then argues with Sakura about the promise she made with Yosuke, with Iki backing her up. But Daiji, being the smart one, reminds them that they can't save them, they can only defeat them right now. Aguilera and Julio are in the same rooftop eating, as Aguilera was asking Julio about his sad face, which Julio responds by asking about the first time they met. You see a flashback which actually happens right after Julio was betrayed. Aguilera forces a smile on his face, which I guess that kind of gets where Julio kept pressing Aguilera to smile. Aguilera comments that they're both the same now since they were both betrayed by someone they thought they could trust. When she mentions Olteca, Julio is kind of visibly upset and declares that he will show Oteka what happened to traitors. As Oteka, in a mannequin factory of all places, gathers the remaining cultists, where they express that they don't like their current society, with Oteka saying they'll strike fear into them as the new Deadmans. Vice and Iki continue to train, and it seems they have made good progress. Like, as they defeat the Revi, Iki's axe just catches on fire, and Iki just blows it, just extinguishing the fire. Vice comments on how they're starting to have a nice combination, but Iki says that they have to be perfect to save everyone, which Vice responds with asking why does people motivate him? Why do you have to be a busybody all the time? Before an alarm goes off with Oteka attacking the city, using the Gifu stamp to turn a human into a demon. Like, the transformation is very out there, very gruesome. It's not like making a contract with your Deadmans that you created. But this pushes Iki to take his driver and the new stamp with him. And as Kataka and Daiji attack the Deadmans, Kataka is clearly struggling, with Oteka noticing and attacking him. And as he's about to do the final blow, Julio comes in from behind and attacks Oteka. As Julio and Oteka fight, Yosuke and Sakura appear, with Yosuke calling out to Julio, but he refuses to hear him and continues to fight Oteka, prompting Sakura to transform herself and join the fight. As she's trying to hold Julio back, saying Yosuke's there wanting to talk to you, but he's still refusing to acknowledge him, asking who the hell is Yosuke, and still goes on to fight Oteka. Daiji and Kataka get knocked back along with Sakura and Julio, and as the demon is about to attack them, Iki comes in and shoots the demon from behind, as he claims that he will save everyone, with Oteka says that the demon's already devoured the human and is now something called a Giftarian. Iki, pissed off, transforms into Buried Rex and fights off both the Giftarian and Oteka. After knocking the demon down, Iki uses the new Volcano stamp and transforms into Volcano Rex, which in turn gives Vice the Buried Rex form. Now as they fight, Iki uses fire like he was in the training room, and along with that, Vice was using ice, and they're using them in tandem with each other to break the Giftarian's arm blades. The two defeat the Giftarian, which, by the way, that finisher is actually pretty damn nice, but it doesn't save the human. The human was already gone, which enrages Iki and charges at Oteka, which ends the episode. Now, another episode that was just straight to the point with none of this side stories. I had a little bit of that, but it was more straight to the point. I loved this episode. The insert theme for Volcano Rex and Buried Rex in the combo, their insert theme, I love that insert theme. Oh my god. I love how they're showing more backstory to Oteka, how they're showing him he was just a normal kid. He was just a kid playing card games, getting fucking bullied in high school, dude. Like I said, he's just like me, and that just makes me relate more to the character. I'm hating Oteka a lot more because Oteka's a little cunt, and Aguilera, she's just along for the ride. She's obviously against Oteka, but She seems like she didn't do much this episode, except be a device for Julio to be angry. That whole basement thing they were building up from last episode, there was no payoff for that. It was just Sakura going down. It was I'm leaving. Fuck this. It was I want to know what's in that basement now. But anyway, that's episode 17. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Please comment. Give me your thoughts and opinions. And as always, any shares would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys next week for episode 18. And as always, I'll see you all later. Peace out.